Welcome everybody, another episode on this game called Satisfactory, and here we go. This is part 2 of the Save the Factory, Save the City, Rescue, one of those. And in the last one I had dismantled my entire power production facility thing, and I had also done some repair work on the factory where a giant meteor had landed. And in this one, I needed to rebuild the power. What is it called? A power power supply network. No, power factory. No, sorry. The fuel generator plant. Yeah, a power plant. Yeah, that's what it's called. They're called power plants, aren't they? Yeah. A plant. Yes, I like plants. I would get into botany, and I'm sure I was a botanist in one of my lives. But yes, today I must rebuild a power plant, and yeah, I was struggling to find a location for it. Really struggling to find a good location for it. The map is changing. I didn't want to do this again where the map suddenly changes on top of my factory. So I wanted to put it somewhere where I think the map won't change. So this area over here with this forest and kind of stuff, whatever it's called, the northern forest or the forest or something like that, has changed, I think, in update 5. In update 6 it didn't change, so I feel like they maybe are done with this area for now, at least major changes. So I picked here, and let me get out of this. Okay, there we go. Here I am. Okay, this is where our main factory is. That's where the factory is, and that's a bit unfortunate because I think this area is slated for perhaps some significant map changes in the future. This is where our power plant was, and this was half buried in rocks, water, giant towery things with mushrooms on it and sparklies. Yeah, it's nice, very nice location over there, but it's only really good for like a spring home or something like that, not for a very massive power thing. So I've come over here. It's quite far, it's comparatively far away from the base, but our bauxite station is already over here, and there's this giant lake. We needed water anyways, but you know, I looked around, there's kind of, water is pretty much, you know, it's not a big thing. We don't need tons of water, we just need some water. But this body of water, like this one over here that used to be a body of water, it's flat, and there's very few obstacles. So I've come here and I've put it, ooh, wrong button. I've put it atop of this water, and let me show you. Oh, nice beat as it gets on into the moon rise. Can I just stand right there, maybe? Okay, there it is. There it is. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Alright, so I put it up high, so in case there are terrain changes, it won't be inflicting too much, and I figured I'd build it kind of as like one building, so that I can use perhaps a... I gotta wait for that thing to do its thing every time I'm speaking in between it. Right, so they mentioned a mod where you can pretty much kind of lift up a factory or a piece of a factory and set it somewhere else. Maybe that is a true thing, maybe it exists. In that case, I'd like to have it kind of easily, kind of like one big block in kind of like a big building. So I've kind of gone for that style, and it ends up taking that style anyways because I'm building it up high, right? And so this bottom floor is going to be the fuel generators. And let's see, I counted that I had 68 in the last generator plant, right? 68 of these things I had. I can't believe I had that much. I would have guessed I had 30 or 40, but no, 68 in there. They were kind of like spread out, and they were like, you know, in rows in different areas and stuff. You know, I kind of just, whenever I needed an expansion, I said, you know, there's an area over there, let's just cast a bunch of foundations and put our new generators, you know, however many, 9, 10. And so what I've done here is I have made this entire dedicated floor for the fuel generators. I have 2 in the middle, and these nozzles face out away. So this kind of middle bit, I don't know, maybe nothing will ever go there, but who knows? It's kind of empty. It's a corridor. And let's see. Oh no, I just realized I'm completely out of fuel. And I missed that. Okay, I'm like literally completely out of fuel. I have to go back and get some. I have these passages here that kind of act as like, you know, it's a stand, a brace in case there's earthquakes or in case gravity, you know. You have to have a stand, but I also have these stands under there. So I've got these pillars straddling these roadways that steeply go up into the thing, where you have a large area. So I can drive up here with like a big truck, and then once I'm up here I can't really do much because this area will be full of generators and pipes, basically. But, you know, I don't know. I just kind of wanted it to have like an architecture at least. In the last one, it was just a big flat open thing on the water, and there was no real architecture to it. I wanted to have some of that, and so I did. And that's what these are, and between these I have 3 generators. At the head of each ramp I have 1 generator, and there's always a walkway on both sides of these generators. It's the same spacing all the way down. And oh, there it is. That's my fuel right there. I know these things have got a ladder. Where is it? Okay, it's on the back side. Oh man, there's a bunch of weird animal sounds at night here. I never noticed that before. Oh, it's because I wasn't using my headphones before, right? You can hear so much more with headphones on. It's kind of cool. Headphones do hurt my ears after about 30 minutes though. Alright, so the same patterning. I got 1, 2, 3, and then directly across from that I got 1, 2, 3 with these tiny walkway spaces with 1, and then another 1, 2, 3, and across from that 1, 2, 3. So there's like 6, 7. Or no, sorry. There's there's like 6 here, and then 7, and then 6, and then 7, like that. Goes all the way down, and then I have done the other side of this kind of main straight one right here, and all the way to the end. It's all perfectly symmetrical, and I have ended up with exactly 68 generators all the way down here. And so if I want to expand more in the future, I have these spaces still open where I can fit 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and so on. Like that. I'll probably do that, you know, at least to balance it, make it all symmetrical. That's what we aim for in Satisfactory, I think, is symmetry and neatness, stuff like that. And then you, I don't know, go on Twitter or whatever, and you post your stuff and have everybody look at it. I don't know. Twitch? No, not Twitter. Is it Twitter? It's something like that. I don't use it. I use YouTube, and basically that's all I use is YouTube. Alright, cool. And since the bauxite truck stations were here, they were at a different angle. So this was at a different angle from all this, and I couldn't have that stand, right? I had to change it. I didn't want to. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. But then as I got more and more closer and closer, I was like, yeah, I might as well. I just changed it. So I lifted the whole thing up, and now this is all like snapping together. It's all the same angle, and then after that I decided, well, if that's changed, I might as well have a totally new road and path for the trucks to come and haul the bauxite away. So right, I did that as well. Before they were kind of snaking their way through the forest and, you know, up gullies and trenches and cliffs and stuff like that, and over land bridges that I had to modify, and you can see I had to modify, you know, over the streams and stuff. Now I have actually made a dedicated road as it comes attached to this entire structure where they come, and this goes all the way back to the base, and eventually I'll have a probably a hypertube network where I can just get sucked in, propelled along for easy travel to my base, from my base to here. And I wish I had that right now, because I gotta go all the way back down to my base and get more fuel for the jetpack because I'm at 0, but there it is. So eventually these street lights, they'll be lit up, and I'm thinking about maybe, well, I have this geothermal reactor over here that I just found. It might be new actually, or might not, but I stuck one on there, so this will eventually be able to power my hover pack. Yes, as I set up the what is it, the at least the basic electrical, oh man, what do you call it? The electrical grid of this place. You know, I set up the basic infrastructure for the electrics, and then I can glide around on my pack, and powered by this thing here, and possibly the hypertube can help us out. That it'll power the hypertube. All right, let me run all the way back. All right, I am back, and yeah. I did forget that I did have my buggy parked right over here. Yes, I could have driven back in the buggy, which is what it's for, just sitting there ready to go. But I ran all the way back home and ran all the way back with my steel booties on, and there it sits all ready to go. Yeah, cool. Oh man, there's so much to do actually. What should I actually do? Let's see, I gotta fit the piping network onto these. Yep, gotta do that. I guess might as well. And then the second floor up here, that's where everything else is gonna be made. So that's where the oil is gonna be pumping in. It's gonna be made into purple stuff. The purple stuff is gonna be made into petroleum coke and fuel. And then the purple stuff, the petroleum coke, and the fuel is going to be brought down, was going to be thrown into blenders to make the turbo fuel, which is going to be burnt down here. To be honest, there's a lot to do, a really big buttful to do. So this is going to be an episode where it's like, you know, I might not show you that much building, but I'll show you in steps as I build it and as I confound myself as to what I should be doing next. Because it's such a big job, I'm like, oh my god, where do I even start, or what do I do next, right? Alright, so I think I'm going to, everything's going to need pipes, right? Just everything is going to be doing pipes. So let me try to break that up. I'm going to fit the pipes in here first. Yeah. And then I'll make the rest of it. And then as I make the rest of it, the pipes will go in there. That way I'm not doing like a bunch of pipes all at once and I want to kill myself. Alright, look at this. Is it so straight? It is absolutely the same on the other side. Well, it is going to be very shortly. Look at the straight pipe, and then oh no, I have to go around this thing right here. No, look what I have to do. Okay, which is the best mode? Could do that. I don't like that. Noodle auto. Alright, it's a good thing that you can kind of intersect other structure hitboxes right now. You didn't used to be able to do that until, I think, update 5. Now we can route around this without having to go all the way around here and take up space and perhaps even miss location for a new generator right here. That would be terrible. But that's what we had to do, yeah. This thing, this is the only one. But yeah. It's right in the middle of the base, and it had it had like a relic on top of it, and so I had to get that off. Otherwise, the lady would keep telling me, "Ooh, breaking news! Your father needs you to get this relic. The government is needing you, and your father needs you." I don't know. Yes, all very nice and straight, except for that one little space. But don't look at that. Yes. It is an unfortunate thing, just ignore it. Alright, this side is almost done as well, but you know what, I've just realized that these machines... oh no, I've run out of that! Okay, well I think I have some more than the canisters over there. These machines all at max capacity, which I need to do that as well. I need to stick all the power worms back inside of them. That's gonna be fun. It's like... have a power arm, have a power arm, have a power arm, boost it all the way to the max, 250%. Yeah, anyways, at the max, 250%, they're all consuming 9.11 things of turbo fuel a minute, which means that these pipes... oh wait, do these pipes... wait a second, these pipes are they... oh, they're 600. Oh, I thought they were 300. Okay, well if they were 300, I would have to double up the pipes at least for half a way, because this one pipe is going to be servicing 50 machines on this side. On that side it's only 18, so together that would be 68, right? See, I can do math sometimes. But no, these Pipeline Mark IIs are 600 meters, so that's totally fine. Wonder when we're going to get Pipeline Mark IIIs, or if ever. I mean, 600 cubic meters a minute is a lot. Gosh, do you know what I've just seen? How did that happen? I've got these generators, these last 6 generators placed on a different... They're different than those. Okay. You know what? I kind of do like the wider space in here more, though. But do I really want to replace all these? And, you know, I was doing that because, you know, I want to leave space in the back, but do I really need space in the back, or is it better to have space in the front? However, if I reset all of these to be, you know, back here, that means that this pipeline that I've just laid, and thusly the other one over there, won't be in the center of them. I'm going to have to move them all. No, I don't know. It'd be nice to have, like, it's not terribly important, but I don't know. I kind of like the looks of this better. It does look like these are just kind of sticking out there, don't they? It doesn't take that long to align everything. Well, I have to move the pipe. Alright, I think I have completed the task of all the ridiculous micro alignments of all the pipes going into the machines, and there it is. So I've done that. I've scooted all these back, and then I moved the middle pipe slightly over. That's pretty much all that could be moved over. No matter which way you did it, even if I didn't move the pipe over, this pipe on the right would always be kind of wavy, although because the horizontal vertical alignment or tubing shape didn't work. It said it was an invalid shape, so no matter which way I did it, it would have to be curvy. So actually this way I moved this pipe over slightly, and I selected the noodle, and it's more straight than before. It's actually more straight than before by moving this over and selecting noodle. But yes, everything must be very straight, otherwise many people will be laid off if things are not totally straight, you know what I mean? There it is. This tedious part has been finished. Obviously this side is a bit easier. So now what remains? Let's see. Well, of course, everything, basically. I still gotta get the oil over here. I have to set up that oil transference. The oil must come over here, and I still have the top floor to do. So I think I'll get going on the top floor, which means I have to fill in all of this this upper ceiling area, and that's a lot to go through. And I believe that means I need more concrete. Alright, news. So, I've gotten the floor all set, and now I'm getting turbo blenders. I've decided to put these at this end, because that's where I thought, the turbo fuel would come from this end and go downstairs and go that way. That was my idea, so I've gotten all my blenders back up here. Let's see, there was I counted 17 before, but 17 is kind of an odd number, so I just went with 18. There we go. I need to leave room for expansion, of course, for, expansion, of course. So I'm thinking about that as I use up this thing. So I'm trying to leave space, but I'm also trying to think what's the most compact way this could happen. And right now I'm just doing the belts. So I've got 4 and then 3, and then the backs are facing each other, which means on the next row the fronts are facing each other. So this way the materials, the outputs, can join together and go join somewhere else, while as the inputs here can be connected on the same belt system you know, as few times as possible, right? So yeah, so I've got this. That seems to be fine for me. I need to get the piping in here now, so I need each of these needs. For the alternate turbo fuel, I need the fuel, I need the heavy oil residue, I need sulfur and petroleum coke. So that would be the sulfur and the petroleum coke right here. But now I need the fuel and the heavy petroleum, heavy oil residue, yeah, the purple stuff, to come in through here on pipe. So I'm deciding how I'm gonna do that. Let's see, so I've left extra room in here so I could have the pipes like coming here. So I guess the pipes could like come here and then corner here, I suppose. Is that any good? Or I could have them coming above. Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, I could have, yeah, put these belts, you know. I could have put the, you know, the one down, I suppose. That would have been good. Don't need all that extra room in there. But, you know, extra headroom is nice. You know, look at that. You can jump. Yeah. If they were all one down, I'd be hitting my head on that, right? So that's a dangerous, that's a hazard in the workplace. Maybe want to avoid that stuff. Put the pipes up higher. I'll see what I can do. There we go. That's what we're going to do. I think I've solved it. There we go. So that'll be kind of like the roof. And this stuff can be kind of dangling from the roof. It's an autosave. And then, yeah, some wall structures here. Well, that could dangle off the roof as well, too. I mean, why not, actually? If I'm going to put all the roof in, yeah, actually. Why not? I have this here, right? Indeed, why? Just take that off. You can just have those dangling. Take those off. Get me my frame walls. And yeah, have it like that. That doesn't really match up though, does it? Well, let's see. They kind of just hang out on either side of the wall. Okay, well, that's okay. There we go. Have the pipe network floating above the thing. That'll keep all the ground clear of all the mess. That'll be cool. Hopefully that doesn't look too bad. I don't think so. It looks kind of cool, I suppose. Yeah, so there's what I got so far. It's coming along. These pipes over here don't match when you line these front to back. I don't know why I thought they'd match, but yeah, I can match up the if I can match up one or the other. I can match up the belt side with the belt side, but I can't match up the pipe side with the pipe side if I do the belt side, because you know, there's there's a gap in between there. That's a different measurement. So right, so like there's a belt, pipe, belt, space between the machines, and then a pipe. So that's why I don't know why I thought I could do that. I think I've made that exact same mistake before, but oh well. Yeah, I have actually. Last time I was doing this, I think I actually did the same thing. But it's not really a mistake. It's still a valid way of doing it. If you got a lot of stuff, you know, it's just either pipes or belts are gonna have to be bent like this. You know, either the pipes or the belts, or both bent slightly, and I'd rather have, out of all three of those, I'd rather have the pipes bent like this. I've done it before, several times. I don't know, just haven't been playing a lot of Satisfactory super recently, at least a lot of huge building like this. Like, I haven't been building any massive factory portions for a while, because I kind of reached the end of what they had available in the oh, what do you call it? Early access. Yes, that's right. Early access. Alright, so I'm almost done with this. I gotta do one more over here. The final one. This is only one row of inputs, but you gotta do it anyways. You gotta do it. Alright, just gotta line these bits here. The splitters. Just need a splitter more. That's all I need. There we go. Okay, and then 8. Snap. That's gone to the back there, yes. Okay. Boom. 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 I did the wrong one that time. There we go. I like to do the ones furthest away first, or the highest first. This is one of those games where you can get all like super anal retentive, right? Alright, I think that's it. All that needs to be done here is supply these with, of course, resources flowing down these networks and power. Yeah, so gonna need power. Power is usually, I like to kind of run it along the roof, the ceiling. So we'll put the ceiling in, then have wires kind of coming down onto the machines. I think that's very neat. So, yeah. I don't know, this Satisfactory, it's about making a factory, which actually isn't all that hard, especially now that you can do so much clipping and stuff. It's not that hard, but what is satisfying about your factory is not only that it works well and efficiently, and that it's like, you know, machines aren't waiting on each other, you know, machines aren't going, oh, I don't have any resources, oh, I can't make this, and then you're waiting on parts and stuff. But it's also about being very neat. Yes, very clinical, which if I look at this, you can see that this is a little bit off to the right when it could be slightly to the left. You see, this is how I do this. So you get the pipe in, and from close up you can't always really tell, you know, like, ah, look, this one is a little bit off, yeah. Geez, I checked those before and I was like, ah, that's good. That's perfect-ish. But looking back at it, you know, it's worse, no. So you get this 3, there we go. You leave the pipe in there, and then you can see where you can guess more accurately where it should be. So there we go. That one needs to go more to the left. This one needs to go more to the right, maybe about right there. And then you can delete the pipes, and then reinstall them, and they should be much straighter. Yes, how is that? I think that one's straighter. This one might be just be... That's too far off to the right this time. What? No, I can't align things. How about that? That is... maybe. Yeah, that should be straighter. Yeah, they have alignment things, but they're too high and I can't access the alignment feature on there, so I'm just kind of doing it. I'm doing it the classic way, by guessing. You know, kind of eyeball it, except I can't eyeball it because when I'm looking up that high, I can't even see the machine. And my mouse is always going, like, it goes in a zigzag. My mouse only does zigzags. I think that's good for now. What I need to do is probably start on the other end, which... So that is the final product. I wanted to make sure I had enough room, of course, for the final product machines. And we got another save in a couple of seconds. Okay, the wait is over. Now what I need to do is focus on the very beginning of the factory, because that's also a lot of machines that I need to make sure... I need to figure out, you know... It's the most machines. That is like 17, 18 machines. I also have 17... 18 machines that I need of these big refineries, which are smaller than those, but they are a bit taller. Yeah, they are taller than those. Anyways, that doesn't matter. I've made sure the roof is high enough. They come to just under that roof there, maybe like one wall height under that roof. So there's also 17 of those, and of course I need to make myself more room. So I was thinking about putting that in the middle, since it's going to be making purple stuff. So the purple stuff is going to be shipped to make 3 different things: turbo fuel, petroleum coke, and regular fuel. So that doesn't make sense to have it in the middle and kind of having it go that way and that way. You might as well start it at the end. It can come up and go into making, yeah, each one. We don't have so many machines making fuel. We don't have so many machines making petroleum coke. So that means the kind of middle portion that's left over is going to be, you know, I think there's going to be plenty of space. So we'll kind of, you know, we'll probably put, actually, you know what, we'll probably put those right in the middle, and then any expansions we do, we can, you know, expand off this way and expand off that way, and those over here can expand towards, they can expand and meet in the third tertial sections of the entire upper floor. Does that make any sense? Alright, that bit is done. That was actually pretty easy, although I did misalign the machines at first. I had to take one side off and put them back on again, because, yeah, I forgot again that these inputs are not, you know, if you mirror it across, it's not going to be the same, so you gotta stagger it, and there you go. So I've needed to use 2 pipes because we're gonna need more than 1 pipe anyways. So a little bit more than 1 pipe, just a little bit more than 1 pipe, but that's still 2 pipes. So I needed 2 pipes, so I've just kind of staggered these like this. Don't know why, but just decided to do it that way. And that's good. So these machines are gonna be doing this recipe, alternate heavy oil residue, right there, which has a byproduct of polymer resin. So what I've done is I've kind of put them lengthwise, but over to one side. And so that byproduct of polymer resin is gonna need to be converted into rubber, because rubber is probably the best thing to convert it into. We can throw it away, but you know, you might as well have it making rubber, right? And that will need water and that polymer resin, and you know, there's plenty of water. We got the polymer resin, might as well make rubber with it. And that means I will have to ship rubber all the way back to my base over there, but you know, that sort of stuff happens. Alright, so I need to connect the outputs to these things, and then yeah, connect outputs to these things. We'll have it wrap around, probably have it go that way, and then wrap around up this front here, so they can align with these machines over here. And they're going to be, of course, going through these ceilings right there. Yeah, so we need them at that height running along here. Oh dear, that is right where this... that is right where this thing is. A stupid thing, what are you doing here, man? This is the relic that was the summer sloop WIP that was on top of it. Because the girl wouldn't shut up about it, neither would the sound effects, so I had to pick it up, so I just dropped it right there. Alright, well, there's that. That's all the rubber machines. Before I had, let's see, I think I had 8 rubber machines, but 5 of them were on 200% production speed using 2 power slugs each. So this time I've gone with just 13 to have them all at 100%. We'll just keep them all at 100%. Might as well. There was space for it here as long as we did, you know, get the linear way. And so yeah, this is kind of crazy in here. There's so much stuff going on in here. We've got the heavy oil residue machines intaking stuff. No, this is output. Yeah, this is output. So they're pushing out the heavy oil residue, and they're pushing out the polymer resin here. The polymer resin is being also being pushed out here and being gathered into here. Being accumulated all together with all 18 machines, and it's coming over here to the end where it goes up to and back down to feed all these machines, along with water, which is gonna now come from somewhere down there. Oh, I just fell off. Oh jeez. Let's see, each one is gonna want what, 40 water a minute, so that's 13 times 4 would be 40, 52, that's 520, so yeah, I think each machine does 300, up to 300, so if we have 2 machines near max, then that should do it. We can have more though, there's plenty of water space available down there, so we don't have to do that, as long as we bring the components back up. I've had to go back to base like 3 or 4 times now for more stuff. I don't know what the deal is, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have more foundations? Not really. It's all kind of the... I mean, this is going to be... Yeah, it is bigger. Okay, I probably have more foundations, but still, I've gone back to base for a lot more stuff. I'm raiding my storage units that shouldn't be being raided. You know, I brought everything back and I put it into these storage crates right here. It's possible I might have slipped some into other storage crates, but yeah, I'm surprised at how many times I had to go back for resources. And like, I've literally cleared out my entire iron plate inventory. That's gonna be like when I flip the factory back on, those things are gonna be working overtime. It's a good thing we got more iron flowing in at whatever place it is, but we do have that. Yeah, it's a good thing. because we might need it. Oh yeah, and I've set up a, what is this? A hypertube, yeah. So a hypertube connects all the way back to my base. The end of it is just kind of like, it's just there, kind of leading into the base. It's not a permanent location. Yeah, it's got a nice high-speed jump that can propel me to anywhere in the factory at high speed through the air with my rocket pack. That's good. It ends right there, but I probably will eventually have it, I don't know, maybe it come down further, maybe to the middle of the factory, something like that. But yeah, it is a lot of work. Okay, so yeah, we got the climb up on my tower here. These towers are useful because, you know, you can get a bird's eye view of things, which is very, you know, bird's eye view helps you coordinate and plan and see what the bloody hell is actually going on, but it also helps you place structures. So you kind of stand up here and go doink, 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 and place them along there. But yeah, so this is our turbo fuel generation area. Like I said before, the culmination of everything up here is going to go into here, which then will go down to the first level and fill the inventories and all the pipes of all the fuel burning, electricity generating machines. And down on this end is where it all starts, so all the oil needs to first come down here. Here on the right, kind of, let's see, facing away from each other, are the initial refineries that take the raw oil and convert it into purple stuff. The purple stuff, the heavy oil residue. So it's creating oil. So taking oil and then creating a residue out of it with another residue known as petroleum, not petroleum coke, polyurethane, polymer resin. Yeah, polymer resin. So that is, so these are going to ship the purple stuff in a U. It's going to go over there, and it's going to go flying up there in 2 different pipes, because we need 2 pipes to make it all fly up there. And then the residue, the other residue, the one we don't need, polymer resin, is going to come through here. It's going to collect all the way through here, come around the front side of these. Ooh, nailed it. Yes. And collect all through the front side of these in a big U, and then it's going to go down a bit, and it's going to feed into these machines over here, which are combining it with water to make that byproduct that we don't really need into rubber, because otherwise we'd literally have to expand our rubber production processes over there, which is possible. It's possible, but yeah, it'd be a bit of a pain. One reason why it isn't so big over there is because, yeah, I knew that I'd be, you know, using the residue, the leftovers, the byproducts from our, you know, electricity plant, and making that into rubber. These do make quite a bit of rubber. These are all going to be producing about 20 rubber a minute. So that would be 260 rubber a minute coming from here. Roughly, it might not be that much. It'd probably be maybe 200 plus. And anyways, so I think that's going to be a pretty long episode. It's been taking me, it is a long time. I didn't start this. I have no idea when I started this actually. It must have been around 1 o'clock possibly. Yeah, around 1 o'clock. That's about 6 hours. 6 hours of work gone into here, so I'm gonna wrap it up there and continue it in the next episode. Don't be sure not to miss that, otherwise you might be stranded deep. If you are planning on making an exact copy of my power production facility here and you don't watch the second episode, then you're gonna be up creek without a paddle. You're gonna be fucked if you don't watch it, because it could be exact copy. How would you know what I'm doing if you never see, right? So yeah, be sure to watch that. And I'll see you in the next episode. Slap the like button on the booty. Just a reminder, I thank you very much. Leave a comment. I always like the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye!